Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator. In this video, we're going to talk about this headline, The Growing Scourge of Plastic Pollution. In Numbers, October 29th, 2024, they talk about the dismalness of plastic numbers, and the plastic pollution right now is forecast to triple by 2060. There's a very good reason for that. If you've been around here before, you know that every environmental voice since November 93 has not allowed the solutions that the world needs, which would have ended our plastic problem, ending our disposable society, gaining individual cooperation, and hemp. We would have ended the plastic problem and all of the problems that are the runoff effect of that, because the 24/7, 365 manufacturing to dispose of our packaging and plastic bottles and everything that is plastic that is then just waste is just absolutely absurd and ridiculous, and it could all be stopped, except no one will allow it since November 93, and that is every environmental voice you could think of, regardless of their propaganda. They're looking for solutions, if only anything. The environmental educator started in Vail in November of 93, and then the first people to refuse these solutions was Vail, which is the town of and the ski mountain, Gore, Redford, Sundance, the NRDC, and the United Nations, followed by every environmental voice you could think of, including Bobby Kennedy since 98. Could not be prouder. Okay, Bobby Kennedy has refused to take the toxins and chemicals out of our society, which ending plastic, ending our disposable society, gaining individual cooperation, and getting hemp utilized would have done. But plastics, it really came about in the late 60s, early 70s. There's this famous scene in The Graduate here. The Graduate came out in 1967. There's this famous scene. I'm just going to play for you right here.
What are you going to do now?
I was going to go upstairs for a minute.
Oh, I meant with your future. Your life.
Well, that's a little hard to say.
Ben.
Excuse me. Mr. McGuire.
Ben.
Mr. McGuire.
Come with me for a minute. I want to talk to you. Excuse us, Joanne.
Of course.
Please. Thank you.
He is
It's just terrible. I look at him and I can't believe it. I simply can't believe it.
I just want to say one word to you. Just one word.
Yes, sir.
Are you listening?
Yes, I am.
Plastics.
Exactly how do you mean?
There's a great future in plastics. Think about it. Will you think about it?
Yes, I will.
Enough said. That's a deal.
Shortly after that was really the start of massive amounts of abuse, to the point where this is what plastics have become today. Just ugliness everywhere. We can look at some of the statistics here. In December, nations are going to agree maybe on a world's first treaty to reduce the amount of plastic leaking into the environment, which, if nothing is done, is forecast to triple by 2060s. So we could have solved this problem starting in 93. It's just all of these, well, not all the nations, I can't get to every nation, all the big players that could have gotten solutions implemented just can't be bothered to. Right now, they say that total production doubled between 2000 and 2019 to 460 tons, faster than commodities like steel, aluminum, or cement. If left unchecked, that could triple to 1.2 billion tons, and this is of plastic waste every year. They say the growth in plastic production has occurred mainly in the United States, the Middle East, and in China. The first is a surge in consumption of single-use plastics in healthcare, food, retail, and e-commerce. Right, single-use plastics. There should be no single-use products. Now, right here, we can get into Vail. They're very sustainable. They care, but on their website, one company alone cannot solve the climate crisis. That's why we have started the Mountain Collaborative for Climate Action. Now, that's a group of 4 companies that each one of them owns the most amount of ski areas. Now, I can assure you, Boyne, who owns Big Sky, is part of that. They don't care about solutions. This is what Big Sky cares about: environmental solutions. Right there. the Yellowstone Club, which basically runs the town right now. That is what they care, regardless of they have this little winky-dink Mickey Mouse person pretending that she's environmental and is getting a lot of funding. Why? Because she's worthless. So they're part of that. I've contacted the other two people since this started. And of course, no one's interested in solutions, just like every environmental group. But they admit one company alone can't solve the problem. Well, you know what? Vail was the first person who refused all these solutions. Vail could have led. Vail could have solved this problem alone. Well, with me. Absolutely, they could have. Can they do it now? No. Why? Because every environmental worker out there is valueless and worthless, and they are complete failures, proven by everybody is still screaming for solutions. And right here, now this snow.com, this is Vail 2, this is for all of their ski areas. Right here, Vail Resorts Management Company. If you click on all of their partners, the first partner, a car, not very environmental, Pepsi, tons of single-use plastic there. And then we come down at the bottom, we have Eco Products. They're the official zero waste partner. They're not zero waste. They're proud to be the official zero waste partner of Vail Resorts. Vail Resorts, who absolutely refused to end their disposable operation starting in November of 93, is now out partnering with this company that is a provider of compostable and post-consumer recycled content food service packaging. So they're committed to zero waste future. And by zero waste, they just mean that it doesn't go to waste, it gets recycled. But if you're responsible, you don't have recycling. You just reduce by reusing, and you don't have single-use products that you then try to pass off as environmental because you're either going to compost them or they're going to become a recycled product. This is absolutely bull, and this is absolutely why Vail Resorts will never solve the problem, because they, to this day, still won't allow solutions, and this is what they're promoting. So then everybody thinks that this is responsible. This is why we still have waste. But now this article is going to try to solve it, but they're not going to. They say more than 2/3 of trash is made up of objects with a lifespan of less than 5 years, like plastic packaging, consumer products, and textiles. Well, you know what? A lot. I don't know the exact percentage of plastic waste is less than 5 years lifespan. People use it for 10 minutes and then they throw it away. Okay, sure, that bottle of water, it got packaged, it got transported, and then you're holding it for 10 minutes, but right, it's for you to have a 10-minute convenient use. It's ridiculous. So much of this is just used essentially for 10 minutes and thrown out, and it could all just end if we would just end our disposable society. But guess what? All these geniuses that are having this meeting, they're not going to put that on the table. What are they going to put on the table? Oh yeah, well, we'll just compost it, or we'll just recycle it into something else that still makes it a single-use product that was manufactured, packaged, transported one time for one use, and then has to go through a whole disposal cycle. These people don't have a clue what the solution is, and they won't allow solutions when solutions are put on their desk. But plastics account for at least 85% of total marine litter, according to the United Nations Environmental Program, who, if you've been around, I've showed a million emails I've sent their head guy, executive office. They will not allow solutions. But they predict the volume of waste would double. They say just 9% of the world's plastic waste is recycled, 19% is burned, and nearly 50% ends up in controlled landfills. The remaining 22% is abandoned in illegal dumps, burned in open air, or released into the environment, putting human health at great risk. 100% of this could be stopped, would have been stopped long ago if anyone had allowed solutions. So they're going to make a big thing about whatever meeting they have coming up where a bunch of people that haven't solved this problem for decades are now going to another meeting because now we're going to solve it. No, they're not. And how is that even proven? Right here by Vail, who still won't allow solutions and promotes this absolute ridiculousness as the solution. It's not a solution. And until the independent media does their job, hitting up Naomi Wolf right now. She was out promoting Bobby Kennedy the other day. I'm like, that's it. I've got to get to her. Maybe she'll get the word out there. Maybe she'll get truth. Overrule all of her independent truth media friends these days. We'll see. But that is the only thing that is going to get any of these people to act responsibly. Any of them. And Vail Resorts is going to have to take this back because we can solve this problem. It's just they won't allow solutions, and neither will the people that are going to this meeting to help us reduce plastic pollution. If only I could be allowed, things would be solved, people. Stay tuned.